What's up, guys? It's Coop CNT Designs again. Oh, shot two other videos real quick because I had to catch up on those. So I'm kind of blasting some stuff today. Right now, I kind of went on a rabbit trail earlier today looking at some things. And what we want to look at now is civil asset forfeiture. And I got to this because the hearing that I did, it's back in my videos on the whole ghost gun crap where they said P80s were just the huge thing right now. So I bounced around to a couple places and was able to find some documents, and we're going to look through them. All of these were surrendered firearms that were taken, whether it was a crime that was being committed or a person was just involved in something and they took that person's guns. We're just going to do a document search. I'm going to try to bounce through some things pretty quick. But all of these were seized, whether it's U.S. Marshals, Secret Service, sheriffs, and these were turned over to the ATF for disposal, basically. So, let's see. Let me get where I am at. I still got a screen share here. Alright, now we're sharing. So this was, I believe, the first document I looked at. Good old AFT, bringing it home. So, let's see, let me go. Notice this is 154 pages. So this is for the legal notice they have to do whenever they take property. You can file for a petition of remission or mitigation on it before these items are ultimately toast. And each one of these is a separate case, and it's amazing to me sometimes how much stuff some of these people are caught with. And the prices that the ATF is given to some of this shit is a joke. So, let's see. So the first one, I think I'm kind of sitting over the top of it. So the first one, this is a Glock 21 Gen 4 45, valued at $400. All right, let's do this real fast because we may do a couple. So let's see. Let's Control F, and let's go to. We'll do. Ooh, shit! Don't do that. What'd you do? Quit it. Stop. Make it stop. No, I don't want to print. Cancel that. I want to do Control F. All right, find on the page. Let's do P80. Since all these firearms were taken from supposedly criminal cases, and I'll say supposedly, they actually had to go through and I think well, no, they don't got to be convicted of shit for civil asset forfeiture. It's just got to be the suspicion of a crime. Understand, civil asset forfeiture, the government can take your stuff, your money, your property, just basically saying they think you were involved in something. So this is going down through, this is a lot of firearms, and I just wanted to see how many times P80 was actually mentioned in this 154-page document. Now realize, every time you see P80 on here, you're going to see it twice. They say down here in the document it's mentioned 16 times. So it's actually mentioned 8 times out of all the different firearms in here. And there is a lot. 380 is fucking popular. Let's go to this cat because I think this is one I was really interested in. So this is Northern District of California. This is all the same guy, Diego Vasquez. Let's see, unknown manufacturer, unknown pistol, serial number none, valued at $100. Now, notice it doesn't mention like a P80 on that. It doesn't mention a model. I think this dude was doing some 3D printing, is what I'm thinking, because they unknown manufacturer, unknown pistol cal, unknown serial number, and this was seized by the ATF December 15th of 2021. So Get this, 300, and I'm going to go off on a tangent. 300 rounds of Winchester Western ammunition, 22 cal, $30. Where are they getting their ammo from? Where are they getting it from? All right, 10 rounds of federal ammunition, 12 gauge, $1. $1. 10 rounds, federal. Yeah, right. All right, 20 rounds of Wolf 7.62, $2. And I know I'm making fun of this shit because, yeah, I want their ammo prices. 20 rounds Hornady, 40 cal, $2. Let's see. There's another one. Winchester 12 gauge, 50 cents. 100 rounds unknown ammunition, 40 cal. Sounds like he was doing some reloading, $10. 100 rounds Federal, 9 mil, $10. I want their ammo prices. I wanted to make fun of some of that. And then here we go with another unknown manufacturer, unknown make, pistol caliber, no serial number, $100. Like they're vastly overrating that 3D print because I'm pretty sure that's what this guy was doing. So they mention a polymer P80 in here. So this was more than likely just the frame, but this one was serialized. So he went through a background check, or somebody went through a background check for this P80. This isn't even the ghost gun. Fucking dumbasses. There was another couple on here. Here it is. Unknown manufacturer, unknown receiver, unknown caliber, valued at $80. Unknown manufacturer, unknown receiver frame, $80. Unknown receiver frame, $80. Unknown manufacturer. This one's a pistol, no serial number, $100. Continued on the next page. So yeah, this is the same dude. So this is for forfeiture, just like we were going through. 63 rounds of Winchester 22, $630. Fucking killing me. Unknown manufacturer, unknown pistol cal, no serial number, $80. Come down here, unknown manufacturer, unknown pistol cal, no serial number, $100. Unknown manufacturer, unknown pistol cal, $100. I'm seriously thinking this dude was printing. And that's enough to piss off the government, and especially in California. We need to set C4 charges around the entire perimeter of that state and set them bitches off and see if we can't get that joker to slide on off into the ocean. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Sink or swim, baby. If you can make it to land, we might keep you. Alright, here's another one. Unknown manufacturer, unknown pistol cal, no serial number, $100. Again, unknown manufacturer, unknown pistol cal, $100. Unknown manufacturer, unknown pistol cal, $100. This guy keeps going. He's like the Energizer Bunny. I love this guy. Alright, unknown manufacturer, unknown pistol cal, $100. Rounds. How many rounds are these? 14 assorted, 9mm, $140. Oh, I seriously want those ammo prices. 185 rounds assorted, 9mm, $1850. When's the last time you've seen $1850 for 100 rounds? And this was in 2021. I think the ATF's lowballing him. And this is another thing that makes me think this guy was reloading. 300 component of ammunition, no serial number, valued at $6. If that's 300 primers for $6, who do I have to know? I was going to say a different word that kind of sounds like no, but I didn't. 2 component and ammunition components, component federal ammunition, 9mm. So that could have been brass or projectiles. 7 rounds assorted ammunition, 9mm, 70 cents. God, my nose is running. Then we got another polymer 80 down here. Now this one is not serialized. So that one looks like an unserialized frame, because I'm pretty sure in this, they actually mentioned in some cases whether the serial number was damaged. And then 9 rounds of assorted serial number, yada yada, 90 cents. 90 cents for 9 rounds, 10 cents a round. Yeah, I would take that price right now, any day of the week. Alright, so let's get back to hunting P80s. We went through his, he apparently had 2 P80s. Let's bounce down through here. Alright, this cat has a P80. Ooh, get back. Nope, we're down to, I hate the way this damn thing moves. Let's go back, let's bounce back up. Alright, we're back to Vasquez here. Let's bounce down. That's Vasquez. Hold on, what page? That's page 41. Okay. So Eastern District of Pennsylvania, we have a Polymer 80, non-serialized, and I don't know Pennsylvania whether you should be able to get regular unserialized frames there. Pistol, no serial number. They don't mention a caliber on that, and they value it $400. So that might have been a built-out gun. 18 rounds of assorted ammunition, 9mm at 180. $180, 18 rounds. So they're pricing the shit out at 10 cents a round. Wonder what their government contract says. Now this guy, $200,000 in U.S. currency. I don't know what homie was up to, but he was doing something. Well, maybe not, because they can seize your shit just for thinking you're doing something. Alright, let's go. Next. This is page 42. Pennsylvania. Don't think this is the same guy. Let's see what all he had. This is Shaquan Moore in Pittsburgh, PA. Let's see. He had a Taurus PT-111 Millennium Pro 9, valued at $350. Kind of overpricing that a little bit. 10 rounds of 9mm, valued at $1. So they're still going for the 10 cents a round. He had a Polymer 80, PF9 40C pistol 9, valued at $350. Right, he had 13 rounds assorted 9 at $130. He had another Polymer 80, 9mm, $350. Again, in 154 pages of documents, we've got like 8 mentions of a P80. Let's see. And there are tons of other things that were so-called surrendered. You got this guy with a Smith & Wesson 9mm, Smith & Wesson 40 cal, Smith & Wesson 40 cal. I mean, there's one in here. If we run across him, he has a ton of shit. Let's see. Now that bounced back up to Sean Moore. That was his second P80. That's still Sean Moore. Here we go. This guy. Victor Garcia. Victor Garcia batting hard. Let's see. Keltec P1P11. Walther CCP M2. 380. Taurus G3C. Taurus PT111 G2. Ruger SR222, Polymer 80. Not serialized, value at $300. They are lowballing him, or he used some shitty parts. Alright, Keltec CNC Industries, PMR 30. A22. Glock 42, 380. Glock 48, 9. 17 Gen 5, 9. Glock 43, 9. Glock 33, 357. I know I'm missing some things. You got another PT-111 down here. That's the Pro. SCC Industries LLC. CPX 2 pistol, 9 mil. Taurus G3C. Got a Hellcat. PT-17 or PT-740 slim pistol and 40 cal for another Taurus. Sig Sauer P320 and another Polymer 80 unknown serial number, $300. He's got a Canic, baby. He's rolling. I think that was the end of him. So that's like 4 P80s. This guy has got a ton of shit. Let's see. Smith & Wesson. So he likes M&Ps. He likes 9s. German sports gun. 5.22 rifle. 22 cal. I'd have to look at that. Century Arms Vesca 7.62. You like his AKs. 12 gauge shotgun. Bushmaster. Diamondback Arms. That was just a receiver. He's got another ARR down here. Another Smith & Wesson. That's the M&P though, and that's a 22 cal. Let's see here. Unknown manufacturer, unknown receiver frame. So he either had like an Anderson or he was 3D print or had a 3D print. He's got an Anderson manufactured rifle here, Glock 26, 27 rounds, 44 rounds, Aero Precision, baby. He's rolling deep. What? Am I reading that right? Aero Precision, M4 E1 rifle, caliber multi, valued $300. That's got to be just the receiver. He's got a Z-Pat, baby, kicking in 7.62, bringing it up with the AK. He's got a Visca 7.62. I can roll this guy. Aero Precision, Masterpiece Arms. God, this guy had a lot of shit. See, rounds. Ruger 1022, Ruger 1022, Keltec CNC, CMR 30, Smith & Wesson M&P 15. That was a 22. Smith & Wesson M&P 15, 5.56. Kicking it with the AK again, baby. Zastava. Another Zastava, another Zastava. I'm going to mess that word up. He's got a Colt. Smith & Wesson M&P. Glock 19. Keltec Industries. PMR. So all these other guns. And there's been 4 P80s so far. We're 46 pages into this shit. That might be... Let me see. That's Garcia. Arturo Garcia. Arturo. No, Arturo's going for the damn record here. Oh, man. Kimber. Fuck that. Taurus International. Glock 19. Palmetto State Armory. He's got another AK. Inner Arms. AK-47. Is that Inner Arms or Inner Ordnance? Fuck it. Century Arms kicking with a Raz 47. That's a hand grenade. $500. Yeah, that's about right. Inner Arms. Another Inner Arms. Raleigh Defense. Palmetto State AK RD rifle. This dude's loving the freaking AKs. Raleigh Defense for the win. So this guy's got tons of shit. Barrett. Barrett Firearms Rifle 50 cal. Barrett Firearms 50 cal. Barrett 50 cal. I didn't see this when I buzzed through earlier. Barrett 50 cal, $6,000. My nutsack. January 3rd, 2022. My ass. Barrett M82A1s. Yeah, he is rolling off some damn like 1994 prices here. Alright, so let's get this. Diaz, this is how much stuff has been surrendered. Barrett Firearms. This guy was freaking rolling. Sorted manufacturer, 41 rounds. $1,000 in currency, 850 in currency, 3,880 in currency, 4,120 in currency. He is kicking the FN57 MK2. Chambered in 5.7 for your pleasure. Arms Corps of the Philippines, 1911. This dude was freaking rolling. Alright, this is another guy. Let's see. Forfeiture, January 13, 2022. This guy had 3 assorted rounds of ammunition, 45 cal. That's a surrender. Okay, District of Utah. This guy had 14 rounds of ammunition. Regular criminal. Alright, let's see. Let's get back to the P80s because these things are supposed to be the most popular firearm for criminals these days. And we're 137 pages in, and I think we found number 6. Polymer 80, serial, and this one's serialized, kids. So that was an actual purchase from the store. What kind of taste does this guy have in guns? Let's look. Alright, so he's got a Glock, Turkey Unknown shotgun, HS, Polymer 80, Poland Unknown pistol, Turkey Unknown shotgun, Brown and Buckmark. That's a nice gun. $600. They're lowballing the shit out of that. Auto Ordnance, PM40 pistol, Auto Ordnance, had a Hellcat. All right. Let's see. So we're at 138. This guy had a lot of stuff. I don't think he's got a P80 in there. Unknown shotgun, unknown cal. Kind of wonder about that. It is serialized though, and they got it at $900. It's got a Howa rifle. Ooh. $500. All right, CZ, unknown rifle, Smith and Wesson, American Tactical Imports. Know anything about them? Alright, I think this is on to the next guy. Jeffrey Mills. He had a Palmetto State. Oh, Palmetto State they have up there. Palmetto State Armory, unknown rifle, unknown caliber. How do these fuckers not know the caliber of a serialized rifle? That means all the other markings on that rifle should be there. If the jackass didn't destroy the serial number, why would he have messed with caliber or anything like that? ATF is asshole. Alright, Howa 1500 rifle, Savage 10 rifle. Howa 1565, I'd have to look that up. RTT, unknown rifle, unknown cal. Ruger 1022, Ruger 1022. Olympic Arms. Glock 17, HS Products, got a Hellcat, Ruger Security 9, another Glock. This poor bastard had a Glock on him, 40 cal, $600. They are way overpriced in a 40 cal. Alright, let's go P80 hunting again. We've got a couple more. No, that bounced back to page 8. So let's bounce through it quick. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 P80s. 8. It's supposed to be the crime gun of the decade. There's 8 on this list. There are hundreds of guns on this list. There are 8 P80s. And a couple of them are serialized P80s. And you're telling me Ghosty Boys are the scourge of the world? Leave you unattended. Don't leave you unattended. Stay right there. Stay. Don't go nowhere. You might run off and shoot somebody. All right, let's see. Let's pull up the next document because this is another one about. All right, so this is the United States Attorney Office. This is 1,280 pages. Let's see. Control F. This document was a little bit different. So, how did I do it earlier? I think I just did 80, and it's going to bring up 4 billion results. But, it's only going to bring up, because it's going to pick everything that says 80. It's picking up everybody's addresses. Alright. I'm going to switch this up in a second. Then this goes to show you the damn 380s on this list. They're rocking 380s hard. Alright, so Bodyguard 380s. Unknown rounds. 32 or 380. That's nice. Burst of 380. It's a serial number. Automatic rifle. Sears and Roebuck. Walther. Let me back up. Let's see. Mossberg shotgun. So he had a Maverick. Springfield Armory. So he had a 1911 Sig Sauer. Smith & Wesson pistol. Remington rifle. It's got some 22 kicking. Savage Stevens. I'd like to see that. .22 rifle. Daisy. That sounds like a Daisy. 1 pump. Alright. See, we're 34 pages in. Alright. That's his case number. I'm going with 80 because I want to see all the 380 along with the polymer 80s. And it just freaking takes forever. Why? Because there aren't many P80s on this list. Tucson, interest in the forfeit property. So now we're 58 pages in. This is all the money that they took from somebody. Securities, all kinds of shit. Bitcoin. This is all civil asset forfeiture. So really, again, they can take this stuff even though you have not been convicted of a crime. $18,000, $25,000, $11,000. Let's see. Shoot, this guy's 34,000, almost 35,000 there. Almost 190,000 there. 9,000 there. civil asset forfeiture. That's all, let's see, laptops, computer equipment. All right, so we got our first polymer 80 on page fucking 90. And I thought these were supposed to be so freaking popular. Criminals going through all this shit. And I'm 80 pages in to find the first one. And here it's funny, they don't give you the actual value they place on this. Let me see. I'm going to just try to copy that and bring it over here. And maybe we can speed some stuff up. All right. Let's see what polymer gets us. Nah, stay out, Monk. Daddy's going to finish this and I'll be out.
Yes, sir, but I wanted leftover dino nuggies with ketchup.
Daddy will fix you some new dino nuggies with ketchup and barbecue sauce. How about that? Yes, guys, I have a life. I film with my life running. So, now we went from page 90 all the way to page 1217 for our total of, because I don't think there's no...
my mind peanut butter crunch.
Go. You're not getting peanut butter crunch there. We got our second polymer 80.
After dino nuggies, peanut butter crunch.
I'm negotiating with a terrorist. I really am. If any of you have 5-year-old girls, you know what I'm talking about. Let's see. So, from page 90 to page, like I said, 1217, all the money, all the other guns that are on this page were to our second polymer 80 handgun. And you're telling me ghost gun, or the politicians like the hearing, the ghost gun hearing that I did a video on, that's like 3-something hours long of absolute pain, listening to Democrats talk about guns, which you could use that shit in Guantanamo Bay if it wasn't considered cruel and unusual punishment. The Congress is like taking the biggest amount of stupid you can find, putting it in one bag, shaking that shit up, and then letting it go. Let it run. That is Congress. House, Senate. There's just more dumb son bitches in the House than there is in the Senate. I mean, ghost guns, ghost guns, ghost guns. I've literally looked through thousands of guns. I think I found a handful of polymer 80s. A lot of stuff that looks like it was probably 3D printed. And we'll look at the last document in just a second that'll show you what the actual crime lords are that are toting around some of these guns. Alright, so polymer 80 doesn't say they got anything else from them besides a polymer 80. Look, that was the second match for a polymer 80 gun. Second match out of 1,280 pages. Now, just for fun, let's look at 380s. Smith & Wesson 380. Sick. Looks like we got a bodyguard. We have a Ruger LCP. Got some cartridges. We just got some 380 ammunition on that one. Got a Ruger LCP. Got a high point, baby, in 380. It won't jam. Okay, let's see. Son of a bitch, where'd it go? This guy had everything on the planet. He was an AK fan. Oh, goddamn, I lost it. Don't leave me alone. Go back up. Another bodyguard 380. 380. Bodyguard 380. They're digging the 380s, man. Beretta 70 is 380. Bodyguard 380, LCP 380, Keltec 380, Ruger LCP 380. These dudes are digging the three. No wonder where all the fucking 380 ammo's gone that everybody's talking about. Bursa 380. The ATF's confiscating all of it. Smith & Wesson M&P 380. Bodyguard 380. There are 27 matches for 380 in here. 380s. Yeah, these guys are digging some 380s, man. They are loving some 380s. But 2 polymer 80s. 2. Alright, let's kill that document. Now, let's look at my man right here. Or nope, that's not it. That's back to this one. Now, this is the guy's actual discharge on his case. I think he had 14 firearms. And yes, when they put this out here, it is the United States of America as a plaintiff versus Glock model 17 9mm pistol. This is our legal system, kids. Alright, defendant has 14 firearms. Now, what did our defendant do? Our defendant, Mr. Talley, apparently likes smoking weed. That's it. Smoking weed. Background on the case. Okay, Mr. Talley, this is March 19th, 2017. He was driving. He committed the crime. He committed the crime of driving from Atlanta to Birmingham. He got stopped at Heflin, Alabama. Been through there. Don't speed. They're going to pull your ass over every time. All right. Mr. Talley stated he did not smoke. Well, the cop smelled marijuana. Talley said he didn't smoke marijuana. Cop said he smelled it. He pulls Talley out. During the search, officer found a label container. I'm going to learn how to fucking talk one day. I swear to God. A container labeled, get it out of your head, you dumb redneck, labeled G Talley 1.55 G, which contained between a half gram and a gram of marijuana. A gram and a half gram. I don't smoke weed. I haven't in a very long time, and I didn't do it much whenever I did it. I can count probably on 5 fingers how many times I've done it. But I know a half gram doesn't mean your ass is rolling weight. Between a half gram and a gram, you ain't rolling deep. However, he does have 14 firearms with him. Contained in a black plastic garbage bag and in his backpack, 14 firearms. Talley was read as Miranda warnings. The officer took custody of 14 firearms. Talley pled guilty to second-degree possession of marijuana in the Circuit Court of Claiborne County. Yep, he's a dangerous man, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck me running. Alright, so the government seeks to forfeit 14 of defendant's firearms pursuant to USC 924. That is your actual punishments. The violation is 922 and unlawful acts. And who is an unlawful user or addicted to a controlled substance to ship, transport, in interstate or foreign commerce, my most hated term on this damn planet at this point. Because all the gun control is based on interstate commerce. I didn't know that until a while back, and it blows my damn mind that the government says even if you built a gun in your own state that somehow you negatively affected commerce in between states. So they have the right to regulate what you have. Read the damn laws, folks. Oh. Alright. I said I was not going to try to lose my shit. Okay. So let's get back to this. It was illegal for him, since he had a controlled substance, to ship, transport, in interstate or foreign commerce, possessing in or affecting commerce any firearm or ammunition, to receive any firearm or ammunition which has been shipped or transported in interstate or foreign commerce. I don't know whether I'm going to post this video or not. I don't. I think I will, though. Just because. Alright, court evaluates the government's motion under Rule 56, civil procedure. This is the summary judgment. Material facts, he tried to contest it. They basically told him you didn't demonstrate shit. So, let's see. This is another part where he tried to dispute. When we're talking about the non-moving party, we're talking about him. Let's see. They mentioned the court cases for this, which were probably all horse shit. Let's see. Where do we get down to this? Because he tried to say he had a medical marijuana card, and they told him that was bullshit. Viewing materials presented. This is the part that gives factual interferences in the light most favorable to the non-moving party. My big ol' ass. What they're trying to say here is they are going to take the evidence and view it in light the most favorable to the defendant, the person being charged or convicted here. And in his case, it's convicted for like a minor possession charge. And let's see, let's get down here. Support non-moving party, overcome. Yeah, I'm mumbling through a lot of this because I'm trying to get through it before I absolutely just lose it. Although the trial courts must use caution when granting motions for summary judgment procedure is properly regarded not as a disfavored procedural shortcut, but rather as an integral part of the federal rules as a whole, according to this court case. And I haven't looked it up yet. It will probably make my head explode. Civil Asset Forfeiture Reform Act. This is in 87. Provides that in civil forfeiture summary judgment cases, the government must establish a preponderance of evidence. And the preponderance of evidence here, yes, he did have weed on. That is their preponderance of evidence. That the property is subject to forfeiture. The government must also show a substantial connection between the firearms and Talley's criminal offense of possessing them while an illegal drug user. So, if anybody sees this video and you've got friends who like to smoke weed and they have guns, understand the government will take your shit because you smoke a joint at night. Notice they didn't say anything that he was high, he was impaired while he was driving, anything like that. Let's see. Getting back down to an unlawful user, addicted to any substance, and it doesn't show that he's addicted to it. Now, we'll go down here and he's got a couple of small offenses for it. Doesn't mean he's addicted, it just means he's a jackass and he got caught with it. Could happen to anybody. Here we go. My hated term. Transport in interstate or foreign commerce or possession in or affecting commerce. These judges that upheld this fucking Commerce Clause shit, I hope they all are burning in hell right now. I hope they are on fire. All they did is they gave the government a back door to control every single thing inside of the states that are not supposed to be controlled by the federal government. The federal government was supposed to provide for common defense and basically settle disputes in between states. States are separate. They have fucking lines around them for a damn reason. That way we can do something here, you can do something there. If it conflicts, we argue enough, the federal government gets involved, and they tell us, kids, you play nice. This is... I'm gonna get fucking fired. So, accordingly to seize Talley's fire, let's get back to this. I know I'm like freaking... This just freaking drives me insane. Again, inter-affecting for... Alright, Talley concedes that the government would prove the knowing possession and interstate commerce because he traveled in between two states with his own property. He didn't stop at the state line, check into a kiosk, and buy 14 firearms. He just drove in between two states. Really and seriously, if a state has an issue with you having something and you drive from your state that doesn't have the issue into the state that does have the issue, the most they should be able to do is stop you. If they stop you, turn you around and say, go back to your state and come back when you're right. That is the power they should have. All right. The court agrees review of an undisputed evidence demonstrates that there is no genuine issue, material fact. Talley knew he was he possessed 14 defendant. Why are we calling inanimate objects defendants? It's not like the some bitches can testify in court. I was in a truck. I was in a bag. Me running. Yeah. This is why I shouldn't do videos when I haven't slept. Alright, let's see. C. Docs, yada yada. Talley's response to the government for admission. The claimant, Talley, admits knowing possession in the arrest in Claiborne County. Talley's statement in response to the present motion. He does not dispute he traveled from Alabama to Georgia. Oh, my state lines. My state lines. Yes, I think states should operate separately. But I do believe you should be able to travel in between states. I have done that. I've been on drives from Georgia and Washington State with stops in California. You should be able to travel in between states. All right. According to case, unlawful user element argues he possessed marijuana at the time, possessed 14 firearms. He was not an unlawful user at the marijuana. 1890, explained below. Unlawfully used. They go through the unlawful user shit. Court made it clear, has to be considered contemporaneous. Merely needed to be during the same time period as the firearm possession. All right, the government did not need to also show that the gun possession and the drug use were simultaneous. So they don't have to catch you hitting a bowl while you have a firearm. You just have to be near said drugs. They don't have to show that you are under the influence. Publish the opinion to find unlawful user. This is some more court cases. Evidence, Talley used marijuana. All right, government's evidence would prove that Talley used marijuana during the same time period he possessed 14 defendant firearms. The government needs to just one, prove Talley's conviction for the second degree possession of marijuana. That's all they need to prove. They don't need to prove he was high. Simultaneously arrested Talley for possession of marijuana and seized 14 defendant firearms. Again, why are we calling them defendants? All right, shotgun, take the stand. We got some questions for you. Hope you got a good defense lawyer. Prosecution's having a bad day. You're probably going to get badgered. Oh, wait, you're a honey badger? What? No, hey, don't talk to him like that. This is where my sense of humor goes nuts. All right, let's see. Talley pleaded guilty to second degree possession. Person commits crime of unlawful possession of marijuana in the second degree for his personal use. So this guy was not distributing. This guy had a little bit of weed. He had enough for probably a good blunt. And let's see, get into personal use. If a reasonable jury was provided this information, that reasonable jury would conclude that Talley was an unlawful user of marijuana when he possessed the defendant firearms. There we go with that term again. That grates on my nerves. Because if it was the defendant's firearms, meaning he was the defendant and he had firearms, that would make sense to me. Let's see. Although evidence of Talley's conviction alone is sufficient for a reasonable jury to conclude that Talley was an unlawful user of marijuana, the government also argues there is a multitude of additional evidence that supports the finding that Talley's marijuana use was regular, ongoing, contemporaneous with his possession of the defendant firearms. For example, okay, this is where we get into his record. I'm telling you, this guy is a career criminal. There's not shit on here that's violent. There's nothing on here that says he was distributing. There's nothing on here that says he was breaking into homes, shooting people, raping nuns. All right, let's get into this guy. Talley repeatedly admitted to marijuana use, including at the time of his arrest, during his deposition, and his interrogatory responses. So he admitted he smoked weed. Number 2, these are the government's findings. That's why they can take this guy's shit. Talley was in possession of marijuana at the time of his March arrest. Okay, finding number 3. Talley was in possession of marijuana at the time of a 2015 arrest in Auburn, Alabama. That's not a good place to drive around with drugs, kids. Talley was in possession of marijuana and paraphernalia at the time of an arrest in 18. Why they put the 15 in front of the 18? He was in Philadelphia at the time. He must have been visiting folks. All right, let's see. And then they... wait a second. Alright, so far he's been caught with weed twice. Once on this arrest, one other time. They're saying he lied about the weed possession first, because obviously who's going to admit to the cops, yeah, dude, I have weed in the car. Alright, finding number 6. Talley invoked the Fifth Amendment during his deposition, which the government argues permits this court to draw an adverse... I have a Fifth Amendment right not to incriminate myself. And right here, I didn't catch this earlier. Right here, when you invoke the Fifth Amendment, there's not supposed to be any inference from it. It's merely, I'm not saying anything to incriminate myself. So there's not supposed to be any inference from guilty or innocent on that. That's just a flat thing. Fifth Amendment. I'm not saying anything to you. So this says... government argues permits this court to draw an adverse inference against Talley. So they're saying they can say he's basically guilty because he pled the Fifth. That's not how the fucking Fifth Amendment works, kids. Talley was generally involved with the marijuana industry, including Talley's involvement as a marijuana consultant and the existence and history of cannabis-related internet searches. So yes, they took his computer and searched all the way through it. Christ, man. This is not like this dude's some fucking crime lord. He likes weed. Alright, let's get into this. Okay, so Talley said he didn't dispute the cannabis searches on his computer. If it's on your computer, kids, they're going to get it. Established Talley was an unlawful user of a controlled substance. Genuine issue, material fact. They have to drive home. He's unlawful user. Unlawful user. Cross state lines. Foreign commerce. Interstate commerce. Sufficient evidence. Summary judgment. Talley doesn't dispute he used marijuana during the same period. The defendant firearms again. Fuck me running. What's your name? AR-15. Is that your legal name? Well, M&P. Yeah, I'm posting this shit. I'm going to let it ride. Let's see. So this is where he said he had a prescription for marijuana in California. And they basically told him, get fucked, nerd, because we don't honor that. Then they say he doesn't produce any evidence that he had a card at the time of the traffic stop by a licensed physician. Alright. Again, unlawful user, dispute the government's claim, conclusion. This is where they basically go through and they say, yes, sir, we can confiscate your shit because you had weed on you. We don't have to prove you were under the influence. We don't have to prove you were a deadly criminal out just banging and shooting shit. You had guns, you had a little bit of weed, we're taking your shit. I'm done, guys. I'm out. This is Coop with C&T Designs, about to blow a gasket. Have fun with this video because I'm letting it roll. I'm going to post it.